have now footage of Donald Trump talking about how disappointed he is and sitting next to a very stern and disappointed looking Mike Pence.
Mike Pence looked like Mother just talked to him, for sure.
Look, folks, now listen, there's two things I want to communicate here before we listen to this clip. One is something bad can follow this. At one point we know that we announced the death of the House bill. This seems to be a little bit more intractable, but who knows? The other thing I want to communicate with that first caveat delivered is that this is a devastating failure. A devastating failure for Trump and for McConnell. And we are going to be headed into the fall with, and the interesting thing about this is there's nobody who's on their heels because of this. There's the conservatives aren't going to be blamed. The so-called moderates aren't going to be blamed. It's really just the leadership. And so with the weakened leadership, that means that these disparate groups within the Republican Party are feeling their oats and are going to go full to the mat. So you're going to see a Freedom Caucus between 30 and 40 members who are going to be like, we want major concessions before you get to raise the debt ceiling. And in fact, if we bust through the debt ceiling, they're already talking about putting bondholders first. What does that mean? It means when the U.S. government, now raising the debt ceiling means, look, we've already charged it. We've just got to pay off on our credit card. And you've charged $5,000, but you only have $3,000 in the bank, let's say. So who do you pay off first? Well, maybe you pay off your rent. Maybe you pay off your electric bill. In this instance, what's facing the country is, who do we pay off first? Do we pay off those people who are expecting Social Security payments? Do we pay off people who are expecting Medicare reimbursements? Do we pay off U.S. workers who work for the government? Or do we pay those people who hold the notes, the bonds? Well, the Freedom Caucus is going to say the bondholders, as opposed to the Social Security pensioners. This could get really super ugly, but here is Donald Trump. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Here's Donald Trump lamenting the healthcare thing, and I wonder if he's going to take any responsibility for it. Is he just going to look at it like, this is something that happened over there, and I can't believe it. It must be the Hillary Clinton's fault.
She killed people.
So I'm I would say I'm disappointed in what took place. It will go on and we'll win. We're going to win on taxes. We're going to win on infrastructure and lots of other things that we're doing. We've won and are winning the war, as you know, on the border. We're very much decimating ISIS. You can see that. You see that better than anybody sees it, the soldiers that are with us today. We've had a lot of victories, but we haven't had a victory on health care. We're disappointed. I am very disappointed because, again, even as a civilian, for 7 years I've been hearing about health care. And I've been hearing about repeal and replace. And Obamacare is a total disaster. Some states had over a 200% increase, a 200% increase in their premiums. And their deductibles are through the roof. It's an absolute disaster. And I think you'll also agree that I've been saying for a long time, let Obamacare fail, and then everybody's going to have to come together and fix it and come up with a new plan, and a plan that's really good for the people with much lower premiums, much lower costs, and much better protection.
There you go. So basically, completely befuddled, no idea what's going on. And one of the things apparently you do in business is you manage expectations. He's doing a very poor job of that, it seems to me. a very poor job.
We're going to have the biggest expectations. Expectations you can't believe.
It's a lot easier when you're promising Russian guys that they can wash their money easily through your luxury condos.
So much easier.
Who would have ever thought it would have been so
We're
much
going to
harder?
lower premiums. We're going to do everything. Everything. We're going to do it all. And but before we do that, we're going to do other things, and things are going to be done. All right.
People said, can someone be your daughter and your girlfriend? And can't she be hot? And can't she be an advisor? Yes, it can be all things.
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos